So today I thought I'd go through some variations on some of the abdominal exercises. I'm going to use a towel if you need one for your head. So sitting towards the bottom of the Oov, just as you normally would, lying yourself back down, getting comfortable, hands on your ribs, elbows on the mat, doing a little test to make sure your head doesn't get pulled up off the floor and that there's no strain in your neck. Floating one arm up and then the other. You're going to start by simply reaching one hand back and hold 2, 3 and return. Trying to get a sense of really lengthening through the muscles, not just floating the arms. So you begin to activate through your abs, remembering not to rest your hands on the floor. One arm out to the side now, having a sense of lengthening across your collarbones. Pausing in the center, picking one leg up, reaching the hand back, hold 2, 3, return other arm, and both. Arms out to the side, starting with the arm opposite to the leg that's in the air, and then the arm that's on the same side as the leg that's in the air. Lower that leg, pick up the other leg, lift. Try and notice which side is easier, which side's harder. The opposite side, on the same side. Placing 2 legs down, 2 elbows on the mat, hands on your bottom rib. Picking one leg up, second leg up, nice slow toe taps. As you're moving through your leg, very important to notice, is there any stress or tension in your neck? If necessary, move yourself further up the Oov. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 of those, but you could easily do 10 at home. If your neck will allow it, we're going to float up into a chest lift and repeat slightly faster. If you need to, you could place one hand behind your head. Again, I'd be aiming for about 10. Pause at the top, lie your head back down, lower one leg, then the other. Give yourself a minute. Then we're back up, going into single leg extensions. Have a sense of the legs starting, or the movement starting from just beneath the belly button. Again, we'll do about 10. Could end up being 5 each leg or 10 each leg, depending on how you're feeling. If your neck will allow it, we're floating up into a chest lift, slightly faster. Same idea again, supporting your head if you need to. Legs back to center, lying back down. One leg down, and then the other. Reaching 2 arms back towards the top of your head, coming into roll-ups. You want to do this nice and slowly and try to get each vertebra coming up one at a time. Sitting up tall on the top. If that feels too hard, once you're lying back down again, you could take your hands on the bottom of the Oov and move yourself slightly lower. Floating up, one vertebra at a time. Because we are moving slowly and because we are looking for that length and stretch, probably 6 of these would be enough. I get to do 3, yay me. Pausing at the top, hands on the outside of the legs, going for a reach to activate your obliques. Trying to really stretch the arm away, feeling your slings activating. Again, about 10 or 5 each side. Roll back down, stretch the arms out past your head to lengthen through your abdominals and give yourself a rest, because then we're going to build on that. Floating back up again. One hand on the outside of your leg, the other hand behind your head, and we're pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and swap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling back down. Stretching the arms back. Big inhale, bringing the arms forward, roll off to the side. A little bit of side work now, spinning that Oov around so that you can sit in the little saddle. Put your forearm on the mat with your elbow underneath your shoulder. If that's uncomfortable in your neck, you can lie back down and rest your head in your hand. Top hand either on your hip, or if you feel like you need it for balance, get me slightly on the floor in front of you. We're looking for 10 glute lifts. Today I'll do about 5. Leaving it up on that last one, taking the leg forward and back. As you're going back, careful that you're not activating your lumbar spine. So keeping the sacrum nice and stable and moving only through the hip. Again, about 10, pausing in the middle, we're circling. 10 one way, 10 the other. On the 10th one, we're reaching that leg up and down again for another 5, just in case you weren't tired enough. And on the 5th one, leaving it up there for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lying down. Reach the top arm over your head without resting on the floor. From there, keeping the elbow on the mat, coming into a bit of a side lift. If it's uncomfortable through your neck, you can use your hand to support your head. As we're trying to get into a slightly higher moment, we'll tuck the bottom foot just behind the top foot to give you a little bit more stability. Lifting your elbow actually off the floor, either just across the chest depending on your neck, or supporting your head if you need to, and we'll do that 10 times. 10th one, we stay up and we pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthening down, resting the arm over the head. Give yourself a moment, and then coming up to swap sides. One side will always be easier than the other. As you're going through this exercise, just check that you're not feeling any pain or discomfort in your neck or your back. Elbow on the floor, lifting up. This first little series just helps to make sure you're even on the Oov. You can get the movement going. Elbow off the floor, reaching long, hooking that top foot underneath the bottom foot 10 times. Staying up on the last one, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the arm back over. Big inhale and rest. At the end of any Oov workout, it can be quite nice to give yourself a minute just to go back into your start position. Arms reaching back behind you, making sure you feel supported through your back as you do that. For 10 deep breaths, just letting the diaphragm stretch out and relax. And when you're done, rolling off to the side, taking your time to step up. Enjoy.